You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
Right.
It's not a big one, but I got one. You sell out every day?
Well, we get like 80 pounds of shrimp, and then like thousands of, we get like 80 pounds of minnows and thousands of shrimp at a time. It's hard to keep the shrimp alive, unless you have a really big system. But the minnows typically last us about half a week, and then we're getting order. We get delivery twice a week.
You mind being on YouTube? I can cut you out if you want me to.
Doesn't bother me.
All right, man. What's your name?
Thomas.
Hey, y'all. This is Thomas.
What's going on, guys?
On A-Town Piracy. He was nice enough to bring us back here and let us see how the system works. Kind of explain some things. Like I say, we're getting 24 mud minnows and 24 live shrimp, which them shrimp will be dead in about an hour.
If all goes well, hopefully it'll yield you some fish.
It's been working pretty good. I'm a terrible artificial bait fisherman, so we just go live bait, man.
I hear you, man. I come from like the bass world, and I fished bass tournaments for 5 years for the FLW, and basically I kind of equate red fishing to that. So I love the artificial game, but since I got in the saltwater, moving to Charleston, I've been really about land-based shark fishing.
Where are you from?
Originally Georgia,
Okay.
so not too far away.
Now we're either redfish and flounder or trout, and if I go freshwater, man, it's 90% catfish.
Right on. We used to noodle for catfish in Georgia.
Haven't been noodling yet. I say
Pretty fun, man.
I'm prone to always catching either a big soft shell turtle or a big snapping turtle, so always been a little nervous.
All my all my offshore friends want to call me crazy for.
All right, guys. Adam from A-Town Piracy. CC over there. She's already hung up. We just got here. We have got live shrimp, live mud minnows again. We are 2 hours before maximum low tide. That is the perfect time we like to get out here and try to fish. Does that mean we're going to catch something? That absolutely does not mean that. I just brought the GoPro today. I was messing with it on the chest mount, and you can see it just broke. Like, it literally broke. So I do not know what today is going to entail. So hopefully we'll be able to figure something out, hook up on something, not drop the camera in the water. May end up having to do some sort of other mount with the camera, not 100% sure. But like I said, live mud minnows, live shrimp. I'll show you what we're working with. What's that? CC said they're already dead. I hope not. We just bought them 20 minutes ago. So anyways, let's see if we can hook into a monster red, maybe a flounder, hopefully some trout. Let's get after it. CC's on, y'all. It looks like it may be a nice one. On a mud minnow? Looks like she's got her a slot. What's that? Yeah. There guys, CC's 19-inch red.
That's what was stinking in the refrigerator.
The shrimp, you can smell it now?
Yes, Adam. Hoo-wee. That is Rind.
I gotta show you a mistake I made, just so you don't make the same mistake. I got braid tied to swivel to leader, which is correct, all with an improved clinch knot. But I didn't put no knot protector or bead right here on the braided part to the swivel. So when I reel it up, it goes through the eye. And you would think I'd be smart enough to either remember to put a bead on or not reel it up that far, but I'm not. So we are getting crabbed to death at the moment. That's the problem with using shrimp. Everything eats a shrimp. I got a few mud minnows, but I want to hold on to them till the tide changes a little more, till we get closer to dead tide. Got something that picked us up, guys. I'm pretty sure it's a crab by the way it's moving. Open the bail so I can get the rod out. Alright, if this is a crab, we're gonna get him in the boat and we're gonna use him as bait. Alright guys, now he can't pinch us. Cutting this crab in half. Probably not. Alright guys, I got the other half of that crab. I got it on a little bit bigger circle hook. Got about 3 foot of 25-pound Berkeley trilene mono to a pool noodle. I'm just gonna throw this sucker out in the middle of the creek and see if something will pick it up. Let me get it. Got it. CC's little puppy drum. I'll say at least that's number 3 for her today. And there he goes. So we are hooked up. It don't feel like it's something very big. I ended up having to go to a smaller hook, and I put 2 shrimp on there. He's not too bad. He's not a keeper. I mean, he's in slot, but we're not going to keep him. Nice little pretty red spot on one side. Flip him around, one spot there. He's got my shrimp in his mouth. I can feel him drumming, I don't hear him. We're gonna let him go. Hope for a bigger one. Daggone pelicans messing up our fishing, bro. I didn't know what was making that splash. Oh, mud minnow. Tighten the drag at him, tighten the drag. It's not a big fish. It's not pulling us off the mud, so. But a fish is a fish. We'll take him. Another nice little red. Like I say, he's probably, I'm guessing 16 inches. He's a pretty fella. Nice little spot. See his crushers back there? One spot on that side. Like I say, he's just nowhere near big enough to try to harvest. They got to be 15 to 23. Like I say, I'm not even going to measure him. I'm sure he's over 15, but we're going to let him go. We got the keeper mud minnow, which is a good thing. Hands are slimy. I figured that pelican would have messed up our bite, but we still hooked into something. A little red's better than no red. Another thing, guys, I think that may have helped, not 100% sure. Cece has been fishing with the sun in her face most of the morning, where I was fishing the sun to my back. Right now the sun is on my side over here. You can see it. And with the sun to your back, you cast a shadow. See my shadow out there? Hello, what you doing? Sometimes I think when you cast that shadow out on the water, them fish that's been around for a while, I think they know what's up. So possibly the reason we hadn't been catching many fish, it could just be Cece's using mud minnows and I'm using shrimp. And I ain't had much luck at all on the shrimp today. As soon as I threw that mud minnow out on this rod, something picked him up. So hopefully, I got about 6 more I can use. Hopefully something will pick him up. Alright, guys. Oh Lord, oh Lord, no! Alright, we're hooked up. We're hooked up. Friggin' rod got hung up. This seems like a little bit better fish. This is on 2 shrimp. 2 fresh dead shrimp. Alright, come on, get over here. Oh yeah, it's a keeper. It's a keeper. Oh yeah. Look at that owner circle hook. That's a number 1. Right in the side of the mouth like it's supposed to. You don't have to use ginormous gear to catch these fish, guys. Oh no, he snapped me off. Alright guys, he's a little bit muddy. Nice fella. 1 spot. Like I say, he come by. Got those 2 dead shrimp. He's determined to get free. 1 spot on that side. He's probably somewhere between 19 and 20 inches. But he's definitely big enough to make a redfish steak out of. Let's get him in the cooler. We weren't ready for that. I wasn't paying attention, y'all. This one's pulling us off the mud. He's a little better one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a slot. He's a slot. Get in the boat. We may have to check him. He may be overslot. I don't think so. But we're definitely gonna have to take a look at him. Y'all, that guy come on another, I come on that double mud minnow, 1/2 dead, a double mud minnow. One was half dead and we put a fresh one on. And I was trying to retie the other rod and he got slammed. First thing we are going to do, get him with the lip grippers. He did not like that, and I don't blame him. Circle hook right in the corner of the mouth. Get the hook and stuff out of the kayak so I don't hook myself in the leg. Oh! I just got red tail whipped in the testicles. Oh God! Oh! Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, like I don't know if I deserve that or not. Oh. All right. Let's try this again. Hooey. Something down there around the noodle. Oh yeah, guys. He's around 22. So he's a keeper. What is it? 22. Oh man. Whew, I understand. All right, good fella. After tail whipping me in the nuts, you were definitely getting eaten. Whew. Stop. He's got 2 spots on this side, 1 on the other side. Y'all, our cooler bag, which is pretty nice. Makes it really easy bringing it out here. Pretty thermal, like last ice for a little while. I ain't gonna say forever, but it does pretty good. We got that thing at Costco, I think for $14 or $15. So, good deal. Sound like a pterodactyl.
Could you imagine what a pterodactyl did sound like?
Loud as shit, probably.
Could you imagine the poop?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get pooped on by a pterodactyl.
It might break your neck.
Alright guys, tide has changed. It is definitely coming back in now. Cece's done put her pedal drive back in. I'm probably about to do the same. We got plenty of bait left. We've done okay on fishing today. It has not been on fire. So hopefully we'll hook into something in a minute. We just had a little tap. Not sure what this is. This feels like a crab. Nope. Not a crab. Not a crab. He's a little guy. Get up here. Just a little fella. On the live mud minnow. They have definitely preferred the mud minnows today. Did you swallow my hook? No, you did not. All right, all Cece's hooked up. Trying to get my mud minnow situated where I can reuse him. You gonna need me? I'm a-coming. One spot on this side, guys. He's bleeding a little bit. Hurry up and get him back. One spot on that one. He wasn't hooked deep. He was just hooked like in the back of the tongue, so he's free. I'm coming, CC. All right, guys, you're undone. Nice little 3-spot.
On both sides?
We can grab him without dropping him. 3 on that. He's free. Probably 14, 15 inches.
Dude, whatever that was you.
Where?
They just put my bait.
All right, y'all. CC is hooked up. Big? Oh no! It looked like a nice fish, y'all. Pulled the hook. Oh, your hook's gone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of that fishing trip. I'll show you the fish when we get home. Maybe even turn this into a redfish catch, clean, and cook or something. Catch and cook, I don't know what is gonna happen. We're gonna turn it into something. All right, I gotta go load stuff up. All right, guys, we are back in town, back home. Show you what we brought home. 3 nice reds, biggest one being 22, the other one's right around 20. If y'all want me to get a weight on them, I can do that. We'll get a weight on the biggest one. It's probably only like 3 or 4 pounds. It takes a big red to get up around 8 pounds or so. But anyways, let me try to set the camera up. We'll get a weight, and then I'm going to take one of these redfish and I'm going to show you how to keto fry or carnivore fry a redfish. Sprayed my scale with water. That probably wasn't a good idea. Yeah, Mom. There we go. There you go, guys. 22-inch redfish. He's right at 4 pounds. Hopefully you can see that. So like I said, it takes a pretty big redfish to get up to around 8 pounds. Something around 28, 30 inches. These other guys, the slot limit, 5 pounds is about the max you're gonna get. Big old fatty. I'm gonna get these guys cleaned up. I'm not gonna show it on camera. I believe I got some earlier videos showing you how to clean redfish. And I don't know how YouTube reacts anymore to a catch, clean, and cook. So we caught them. I'm gonna clean them off camera, and then we're gonna cook them on camera. We'll get back at you in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of the 9th sector, Adam back from A-Town Piracy. We are getting ready to get into the cook part of this catch, clean, and cook. And Grace wants to make her appearance. Let's move the fish so we don't get dog hair in it. They love to hang out with us on the back porch. Anyways, here's our fish. Got it all filleted up. It's been vacuum sealed in the freezer. I de-thawed it today. Like I said, it is 9 days later, 8 days later from when we caught those fish. Like I said, we just didn't have time. First thing we're going to do, guys, is I don't have this on yet, so we can set that on there so you can see. Take a little bit of olive oil. This is going to be our binder. A little bit of olive oil. I ain't got any napkins with me to wipe my hands off, but that's okay. Both sides of the fish I want covered in olive oil. Like I said, guys, this is going to be keto fried, carnivore fried, where you can eat fried fish if you're like me and diabetic. I shouldn't be eating breaded fish. So what we got today is some panko pork rinds. Bought these at Publix. They're not cheap. I say they're not cheap. I guess it just depends on how much money you got in the bank, whether they're cheap or not. That thing was like $7. But like I said, it won't spike my A1C, which is what we're looking for. We're going to season this fish. We got olive oil, both sides like you just seen. Got some Slap Your Mama. And this is the Cajun seasoning, the white pepper blend. And this is some of my favorite seasoning. I just found it not too long ago. Like I say, this stuff is delicious. The white pepper is not too spicy, but it's got a little kick to it. It's not real salty. But I'm actually, the older I get, the more I like salt. So season these fairly generously, both sides. Alright, there we go. Both sides of the fish seasoned very well, pretty heavily with that Cajun blend. I'm gonna go get something to dry my hands off, get this oil off my hands real quick. Alright guys, went in and washed my hands, got all the olive oil off, got me some napkins, set of tongs to handle the fish with, because there's no way I'll be able to do this without touching the dogs while they're out here. Alright, now I got my panko breadcrumbs, and I'm just gonna generously cover both sides of this fish with it. You can take pork rinds in a bag, crunch them up, blend them up. It works the same. But like I said, first time I ever seen these in the store, so I figured I'd try them. I've had this before and it was okay. But like I said, this is store-bought. Don't know if there's any extra seasoning in there or whatever. Like I say, generously cover the fish both sides with these panko breadcrumbs, or panko pork rind breadcrumbs. And fingers off. Put the lid back on. Look at there. There is a shaker part. Didn't need to take the lid off. Alright, let them sit just for a minute. Not gonna fry these in olive oil. I'm gonna use Land O'Lakes. This is unsalted butter. 2 sticks, these are quarter or half sticks. Got 2 half sticks going in. Do this every time. Over here thinking I'm turning the heat down or turning the heat up, and I was actually turning the heat down. Come on. Come on. You big baby. You big old baby. She thinks she's a cat. She thinks she's a big old lap cat. Tell him. Look at him and tell him. Alright guys, back to it. Like I was saying, as this is frying, the breading's coming off. I want to make this where it's like a fried fish, where it has a batter to it. So instead of frying it on the back porch like this, we're going to go a different direction. I'm going to pull it off. Alright, going a whole different direction now. First batch of fish, frying them back here on the back porch. Using these panko pork rinds. Hadn't tasted it yet. I'm going to taste it in a minute, but I felt like it was a fail. It does not look that appetizing. 90% of the panko come off. That's it right there. Taste isn't bad, but it's not crispy. To me, fried fish is supposed to be crispy. When in the house, got the air fryer. So we're going to turn this baby into a back porch. Keto fried air fryer. There's already olive oil on the fish. The pork rinds should have some sort of grease in them also. In the air fryer they go. Cut us on. Let's go. There's a fish setting somewhere on here. There we go. Fish. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Back to fish and on. Alright. 350 degrees for 10 minutes. Alright guys. Pretty sure you can notice there's a little bit of lighting difference. My other light just went out. Had to go in the house and get another one. We call this one the God light because it turns night into day, so it's a little too bright. Anyways, 10 minutes, 350 degrees. Oh man, them suckers there look a lot better. A lot better. I'm actually gonna cook them just a few more minutes. Just get them a little bit more crispy. There we go. I'm gonna let them run 2 or 3 more minutes and we'll pull them back out. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut her down. Oh yes sir. Them suckers right there. Look good. Breading stayed on. Alright guys, I'm sorry for all the background noise you're hearing there. That's one of my dogs going to town on a bone. So it'll stop here in a minute. It is good. It is real good. Now would I prefer this over some House Altries breaded fish? No, I would prefer the House Altries. But it does have some crunch, which that's what I'm looking for when I eat fish. I like a texture, especially fried fish. I slap your mamas. May not want to go as heavy as I did when you air fry it, but there is a lot of good bit of heat in there. Pieces that I cooked on the skillet in butter, most of all the seasoning, the breading, everything come off. It doesn't taste bad. It just tastes like a sauteed buttered fish. But this air fried pork rind fish right here, it's our big puppy Noelle. Like I say, she is just having a heyday of a time with that bone. Want to keep them carbs down? That's the way to go. I'm telling you. Air fryer, panko breadcrumbs. I use Slap Your Mama. You can use anything else. Any other kind of seasoning you like. I just found this Slap Your Mama stuff and I really like it now. Alright guys, I done drugged this on long enough. 2 different ways to cook it. Air fryer was better with the panko pork rind breadcrumbs. I keep saying breadcrumbs. Pork rind crumbs. And like I said, the taste is actually pretty good. Like I said, trying to keep carbs down, trying to keep that A1C down. You want some fried fish? This is the way to go. It's good. I'm gonna try a chicken leg like that. Alright guys, I'm out. Come here girls. You want some fish? You won't get the air fried kind. Don't be picky. Picky, you lose it. Hey, babe, come here. Watch out. Don't get the other kind.